So Nigeria's problems, one of the key issues is looking at the oil and gas sector. This refinery gives us an approach to understanding the oil and gas sector. And we have just had a look at an SPM, a single mooring platform. And the students now understand what it means to bring oil, crude oil from offshore into a refinery and refinery product up there. You can read this through textbooks. You won't get the exact feel it is. But when you've done something like that, then you can start applying your strategy, your logistics. And this is an example of a logistics operation.
The reason for this structure here is for the transportation of both crude and products via the water body.
So that is why the group, Dangote Group, sat down and said, okay, now we have to make our own jets in order to ease our way. So from there, all the major equipment are brought. From there, we have a machines that use a controller that it's going to take from here to the refinery. So
for us in the EMBA, we're actually looking forward to this trip because this is beyond the classroom experience, of question and answers, research, and all that. But this trip, will give us first-hand experience and information to actually see how the operation of a big company like Dangote Refinery is being run.
Basically, what we do here is we convert ammonia and CO2 that we receive from the ammonia plants into urea. So this basically takes place in 3 different stages. Where the first stage involves the reaction of ammonia and CO2, basically the gaseous CO2 and then the liquid ammonia into carbamate, which is ammonium nitrate.
As an EMBA student, I think I look at it from the perspective of organizational behavior, right? As an executive, of course, my field is not engineering. My field is more of the business part. Now, I enjoy all the nitrogen, the ammonia, the natural gas, the CO2, the shift conversion. But the reality is, I look at it from the perspective of those are jobs that are for certain people in an organization. While as the top level executive, you just ensure you recruit the right hands.
Okay.
Handle all those parts.
Very good.
While you put in the the necessary connection to ensure that whatever they are producing as well gets to the bottom line.
This is that what we're seeking to do with you, and hopefully for the undergraduates, is to train leaders who will solve Nigeria's problems, not America's problems, from an African perspective, using global best practice. What are you taking away that you can do something about that?
Is really regarding the polyester thing they talked about. Yes, because that polypropylene, yes. Because we use so much leather in Nigeria. We use so much plastic for medical use, for food, for daily use. I can't believe we import everything when we now have a giant refinery that brings these things to our doorstep for much cheaper prices, because it cuts down all the logistics from bringing it out. So imagine if you would go to China, find very good machines, build a strategic team, and produce leather, produce sustainable, degradable products that would actually kind of like conform with the sustainable development goals.
Diesel, fuel, kerosene, the raw material emanates from Nigeria. They take it back and they bring it back in finished products. Dangote saw that gap. So the lesson for emerging executives and others is to having the determination to dare think outside the box, take control. What he did was not just because he had money. There are other billionaires in Nigeria but how to convert that money, that capital, into infrastructure.
Where we are now. So, and because of what we have done in terms of the issue about the capacity, nobody has ever built 650,000. The biggest I think was Saudi Arabia at about 436 or 450. But our own equipments are actually designed for us only. Where even the technology holder was saying that no, we had to put our 76 engineers in Chicago and almost 340 in Mumbai, no, in Delhi, to be able to come up with something that is never ever been done. And that's how we're able to achieve. And nobody really believed that we'll even be able to finish the battery, not even about achieving the target. And even the technology holder, he said that he put it right now, we should not hold him responsible. He only guarantees 460,000. So that's what he knows that they don't before. So we have to take that risk.